Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tough Tony Ant, and last night I ordered the WWE TLC pay-per-view, and I thought this was a good time for me to review said pay-per-view. I hope you can hear me over my central heating. It is probably kind of loud, but we'll see how it goes. Now keep in mind, I haven't ordered a WWE pay-per-view since Extreme Rules, and I don't know if that was probably in May or June or possibly even April, who knows. But because you know, at $40 a pop, you know, these fucking pay-per-views are really not worth it. So here's my review for the WWE New Concept pay-per-view TLC. And for those of you who don't know what TLC is, it stands for Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Alright, let's go to the first match. The first match was the ladder match for the ECW Championship between Christian and Shelton Benjamin. Christian said a couple weeks ago that he wanted this match to steal the show. Did it steal the show? No. I was very disappointed with this match. But before I talk, well, one thing I was happy to say, there wasn't no botches in this match. You didn't see people doing the wrong moves. They didn't, not like the Money in the Bank ladder match where it was a botch fest. It was okay. I mean, the two guys that been in a lot of ladder matches, I would have expected so much more from them. Lacks of finishing moves. There were really no finishing moves. The closest thing to a finishers we got to was when Christian did his inverted reverse DDT off the ladder. That's as close as a finishing move as we got to. But just to touch base on this, why do they keep on bitching Shelton Benjamin? Like, I mean, Shelton Benjamin barely, I mean, he was U.S. champion twice or once. No, once. He was Intercontinental champion 3-4 times. I think 3 times. They can't even give him the fucking ECW championship. This fucking, I cannot understand it. Shelton Benjamin, to my knowledge, has never really went out on a fatal injury. He's been working the roster since 2001. He was there working long before fucking Charlie Haas. He was working metal when that Alliance storyline was going on. As anybody fucking remembers, he was working for the WWE for a long time. He never was a problem. Always worked the roster. Was never really injured. And you can't even give him the fucking ECW title. And I lie to you not, I bet my bottom dollar, before the year 2010 is over, I guarantee that more than likely, probably Shelton Benjamin will wind up in TNA. If TNA is still existent around, is still existent near the mid or end of 2010, because it's not working. But that's safe for another argument. What else do I have about? Oh yeah, and it's another thing. How come the ECW title has only been on the line at pay-per-view twice this year? I mean, Christian has been defending the championship on ECW for quite some time. He's been, actually, half of his matches aren't that bad. And I think this one is possibly one of the worst matches he's had as defending the ECW championship. And that's just my opinion. It may not be the opinion of others, but that's just how I feel. I've seen him do better shit on fucking ECW. And, not to mention, how come Shelton Benjamin has been in every single Money in the Bank ladder match they've ever had, and he doesn't even come close to winning? When are they going to give Shelton Benjamin his push? And I'm gonna get on people getting pushes, but the ladder match for the ECW title, I will give a 3.5 out of 5. It would have got a 4, but I was thinking about how they keep on bitching Shelton Benjamin, so that's why I didn't get a 4. It got a 3 out of 5. Then we had the Intercontinental title match between defending champion John Morrison, one of my favorite WWE personalities, against Drew McIntyre. I don't know what to say. I was pissed at this. It was a lot of ground and pound in this match. All due to Drew McIntyre and his inadequateness. Let me get this straight. Dolph Ziggler has gotten 5 opportunities to win the Intercontinental title. 2 against Ray, 3 against Morrison. He's lost every single time. So you make John Morrison lose to fucking Drew McIntyre. Not to mention, Drew McIntyre has barely wrestled an entire fucking match. He's won all his matches by countouts, or he beat you before the match, or he did some shit on the outside of the ring in order to get a pinfall, just like he pinned Morrison 2 weeks ago doing that type of shady shit. But come the fuck on. He's your Intercontinental Champion. I mean, why the fuck is Miz United States Champion? But at least he's defending the fucking belt on a regular basis. But hey, I bet you Drew McIntyre will probably defend that belt 3 times in 5 months. Drew fucking McIntyre. And since they want to make John Morrison didn't make anybody angry at the, as far as the board of directors go. So I don't know why they made him drop. Hopefully Shelton hopefully John Morrison will be on, maybe get to a higher level. Maybe he can compete for bigger belts. I mean, he beat a world champion. He almost became world champion against Jeff. And I mean, really, hopefully they push John, because he's on the cover of WWE magazine. But Drew McIntyre, no character, no personality. He can't fucking wrestle. He's your Intercontinental Champion. This really, really fucking pisses me off. It really does. And not to mention, he cheated to win that fucking bout. A thumb to the eye after all that fucking shit and that fucking inverted double arm DDT. Who the fuck doesn't use that shit as a fucking finishing move these days? And for speaking of which, where the fuck is Dolph Ziggler? Where the fuck is Jack Swagger? I haven't seen these motherfuckers in a month. Where the fuck have they been at? What they're taking some time, what they're fired, they're tired of paying them too. But I'm giving this match a 2 out of 5. Because, I think I'm almost out of time for this video, so I'm gonna go with part 2 and then I'll continue with why this shit got a 2.